Do you hate doing those once a year employee performance evaluations? I hate them too. So in this video, I'm going to give you 4 tips for how you can deliver performance feedback without using performance evaluation forms. Hi, I'm Beth Strathman. Welcome to my channel where I offer leadership solutions so simple and wise your employees will practically lead themselves. On this channel, I offer a wide variety of leadership strategies and techniques. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Oh yeah, and I've also got a bonus tool for you that'll help you plan out any difficult conversation, including those about performance. I'll link it below in the information for this video. So performance evaluations. I am not a fan of only once a year sitting down with each of your employees and trying to go through everything that you haven't talked about for an entire year. To me, that is can be done so much differently. I'll do that in another video. But today what I'm going to talk about is, instead of just relying on that once a year performance evaluation, 4 things that you can do throughout the year as things come up to really give people timely feedback and get better results from your employees and enhance their performance. Tip number 1. Focus on your employees' strengths. I'm not saying don't give them feedback on things that maybe they need to bring up a little bit, but we all know that trying to correct somebody's deficiencies is a lot harder than really just getting them to figure out how to use their strengths in order to do their jobs better. So really give people good feedback on what their strengths are and help them think through how they can really leverage those strengths in ways to make their performance even better. Tip number 2. Make sure that you have clearly communicated performance expectations to your employees so that they know exactly what you want done or what you're going to be looking at. I think a lot of times managers think something in their heads and they think everybody else is thinking it too, or everybody is interpreting what's been said or how the job's supposed to be done in the same way that the manager is. So just make really sure that you are laying out things clearly enough and giving people an opportunity to ask questions to clarify if you haven't already done that. Tip number 3. You should be talking to your employees daily, weekly, monthly about whatever is going on and that they're expected to do. So don't watch people make mistake after mistake and think, well, I guess I'll bring that up on the annual performance evaluation. When you do that, it's too late. So when something comes up and you can see that somebody doesn't understand a part of their job or they didn't quite hit the mark on a particular assignment, make sure you're giving them that feedback right then and there. When you address these small things along the way, it sure makes any kind of annual performance evaluation a lot easier to do. Besides, how fair is it that you just hold things back until the once a year dump on people, right? So when you see something, say something. Tip number 4. Put both good and bad performance observations in writing. So for example, somebody really knocks it out of the park on a particular assignment, consider writing them a letter of commendation. Put something good down on paper and say, hey, I want to congratulate you, you did a bang up job. This was what you did so well, etc., etc. And then give them a copy and, hey, put a copy in their employee file. Employee files aren't just for the bad stuff, they're also for the good stuff. And if there's something that you're seeing a pattern, even though you've tried to help somebody get better in a particular aspect of their job, you might want to, whether you've got a specific form in your organization or you just need to draft a short little note or letter to them, let them know what's not up to snuff and make sure that if you've had a meeting about it or when you've had a meeting about it, that you put down what that employee is expected to do in order to get the skills or to learn how to do that aspect of their job better. So when you're creating these writings as they happen, as the events happen, then again, you're not creating this once a year information dump on employees where they look like a deer in the headlights because they feel like you never said that these things were going on the whole entire year before. So there are my 4 tips for how to give performance feedback without doing an annual performance evaluation. All of these tips should help your annual performance evaluation be even smoother and better, because by that time you're just summarizing what's already happened, and then you can use the annual performance evaluation time more for planning goals for the coming year for that particular employee. So leave a comment below. Tell me what your experience is doing those annual performance evaluations, or if you are one of those managers who are really with it and you are constantly giving feedback to your employees. Let me know how that's going for you. Leave a comment below, and you can also connect there with other people who subscribe to this channel. Oh, and the bonus tool I was talking about, make sure that you look for the link below. In the information section, I'm going to leave a link there to get my How to Confront Without Being Confrontational conversation planner. You can use this planner to figure out, what you're going to concentrate on, what you're going to say during a really tough conversation, and that includes tough performance conversations. I think that's it. Till next time, this is Beth Strathman with Common Sense Leadership Solutions, so simple and wise, your employees will practically lead themselves.